2.3 was all about the mathematical properties. We talked about 4 of them. Now, we went into quite some detail with this, but this video is just going to kind of not fill in all the blanks, but walk you through some helpful hints of how to do these and how to remember them. So, the commutative property was first, and we have that for addition and multiplication. And the biggest thing to remember for the commutative property is that order doesn't matter. So we have it for addition. So 2 plus 7 is going to give me 9. But if I switch around the order, I'm still going to get 9. Okay, same thing with multiplication. 3 times 5 is 15. If I switch the order, 5 times 3, we're still going to get 15. So that's the commutative property. Changing around the order for addition and multiplication does not change the answer. Associative property, I always think, who do you associate with? It's dealing with the groups or the parentheses. So right now I have A plus B plus C and the groups around A plus B. I'm going to put some numbers, fake numbers in here and see, so just so we can visualize what this means, let's make it 1 plus 2 plus 3. Okay? Right now, if I were to solve this using order of operations, I would get 3 plus 3 gives me 6. Okay? So let's write this out using the associative property. I'll write it using variables first. I'm going to keep the same order. Okay, but I'm going to change the groups. Okay, using the same numbers up here, I'm going to change it. So 1 plus 2 plus 3. I kept the order the same, groups are different, so 2 plus 3 is 5, plus 1 is 6. So hopefully you saw keeping the order the same, but switching around those parentheses or those groupings does not change the answer. Okay, and you'll see if you were to work this out, you'd see it was the same thing for multiplication. Keeping the order the same, but switching the groups is going to give you the exact same answer. All right, then we move on to the identity property. And the identity property looks a little different for addition and multiplication. So you want to think, what would I have to add by something to keep the identity of that number the same? And what would I have to multiply by that number to keep the identity of that the same? So hopefully you know, if I have a number, any variable, and you add it to 0, that number is going to keep its same identity or stay exactly the same. So A plus 0 is A, 100 plus 0 is 100, so it keeps all the identity the same when you add anything to 0. Okay? It's different for multiplication because we'd have to multiply something by 1 to keep the identity same, not by 0. Okay, a little different for multiplication. Alright, and then we come to the special property, which is the 0 property, and it's just to do with multiplication. So anything multiplied by 0 is just going to be 0. So that's a property that we use all the time, we just haven't put it into words before. Alright, so then we just kind of went into some activities here, which hopefully you did. And just keep practicing these. Keep looking at things online. You can look at Khan Academy to practice these, but you do need to know that vocabulary.